All right, let's move on and now let's talk about the investment part of the show, and we will be answering your portfolio queries. I have with me Shweta Rajani, Head Mutual Funds, Anand Rathi Wealth. Shweta, good evening and welcome to the show. We also have a viewer connected online with us, Mansi. Mansi, hi, good evening. How are you doing today?
Doing great.
Mansi, hi. Okay, you're calling from?
I'm calling from Mumbai.
All right. I believe you have a time horizon of 13 years as per the information that you've given us. You have a retirement target of 9 CR after 13 years, and currently you have a portfolio and the corpus of that portfolio is 60 lakh.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
So, okay. So a corpus of 60 lakhs to be invested for 13 years. That's it. And apart from that, no other SIP or any other investment that you want to do.
No, so currently SIPs are ongoing. For towards the 60
Okay.
lakhs, I'm doing an SIP of about 1.1 lakh per month. So just wanted to know which
Okay.
scripts would be good enough to go about and the amount of SIP.
All right, all right. So, okay. So, I actually understood that you have 60 lakhs that you want to invest. You already have the market value of your investment, which is accumulated at 60 lakhs. Okay, got it. So, what are your current schemes? Because, we don't want to recommend something that you're already investing in, or we don't want you to duplicate your investments or go over diversified in any category. We don't have those details with us. How many funds do you
I have
have?
one index fund. I have one flexi cap fund. I have one multi cap focused fund, and one is a mid cap fund. I just about four schemes.
Multi-cap, and the last one was?
Yeah,
Focused fund.
multi-cap and
No.
mid-cap. Multi-cap focused
Multi-cap
and
and
mid-cap.
mid-cap. Okay. And 1.5 lakh SIP every month, right?
1.1. 1.1.
1.1. All right. So, Shweta, how would you like to help Mansi?
Yeah, Kavita. Hi, Mansi. It's good that you gave us the information on the SIPs as well, because if it was, 60 lakhs of lump sum, then you would have gotten to a corpus of around 3.3. But if you do a 1.25 lakh kind of an SIP, you will get to your, 9 crores odd of the retirement value. So I would suggest you scale up your SIP from 1.1 to 1.25. In terms of the categories you mentioned, you've done a good job there. You've spread it across different categories. I just have two suggestions for you. I think you can avoid an index fund because you would have seen your own active funds in other categories would have outperformed your index. So you can get that 2-3% of an extra return by shifting to an active fund. You have a small cap fund missing in your portfolio, so you can consider adding an HDFC small cap. And in the focus category, so there are two categories, there's multi-cap and there's focus. What you have is multi. Focus is also a good category, so you can go in for an ICICI approved focus equity fund in your portfolio. So that's my recommendation to you.
All right, that's all. Mansi, thank you so much for sending us your question. And let's move on to our next question. And Mr. Karthikeyan was connected, and we'll try to actually connect again back with him. And the question that we have from him is his salary is 20K and he already has 2 insurance plans. And he wants to have an SIP of 2,000 monthly. And so for that, he wants you to recommend him funds.
Sure. Karthikeya, you mentioned you have 20,000 of your monthly income. What we generally suggest is you should look at least having 20% of your income going as savings, and gradually you can scale up, from 20% to go up to 40%. So by that logic, you should try and see if you can have an SIP starting from 4,000 rupees per month. Right. Second, while your insurance policies are there that take care of your insurance needs, separate out your insurance and investment. So what I would suggest is, few schemes for you that you can consider here. You can go in for an SBI large and mid, go in for an HDFC flexi cap. You can have a quant value and an ICICI approved dividend yield fund. So 4,000 for SIPs is what I've suggested to you.
All right, let's move on and let's take Sanjay's question. That's via email, and Sanjay says that he has a monthly SIP of 20K and that he's been doing an HDFC flexi cap, and the goal from this fund is to accumulate retirement corpus, 1 CR, that's the amount. And he wants to understand if this investment for this particular goal is right, and how much much will he be able to accumulate after almost 1.5 years, and if at all he wants to step up his SIP, how much would he need to do to achieve the amount of 1 CR as target?
Sure. Sanjay, one thing is that if you're looking at 1 CR, then just doing a 20,000 SIP will take you to 50 lakhs. So the gap that you have to fill is for an additional 50 lakhs. What you can do is either start an SIP of 40,000, or if you have a lump sum, then around 15 lakhs of lump sum can be invested today, or you gradually stepping up your SIP by 25% every year. So these are your three alternatives to get to your 1 crore of goal. Um, what I understand is 20,000 is going in a single scheme, HDFC Flexi. While that's a good scheme, it's very important that you're not concentrated to a single scheme or a single asset management company. You need to diversify and get the benefit of different styles as well as different market caps. So continue with HDFC Flexi, but I would suggest you add on to an SBI Contra, add on to an Invesco small cap, and a Kotak multi-cap fund to your portfolio. So you can at least have 4 funds there.
All right, I think with that, it's time up on the show today. Thank you so much, Shweta, for being on the show and answering all the viewer queries. And before I sign off, I'm going to leave our viewers with our WhatsApp number and email ID, where we keep waiting for your questions. Anything related to your financial portfolio, you can send across your questions and we will do your live financial planning. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.